New World Log Entry 1. World Symphonic. Status: surviving but with significant memory loss, specifically in the time leading up to how I got here. I visited what is now called Lumora's tree, and after reading the message she left us, I believe my situation to be as follows. My world is dead or dying. There may or may not be a way back, but I have the sense that there is something I was supposed to do there. I am not the only one who was brought here. There are 20 of us, all from dying worlds. Some of them also experienced amnesia, but as far as I know, most have recovered, whereas my condition remains the same. In this world, when people die, they revive almost immediately, and even small wounds heal in just minutes when they should take days. The reason for this remains unknown. All of us received discs from Lumora's tree that are definitely magical in some way, but we don't know much yet about what they do or how their magic may affect us. We have been instructed to keep our discs safe from something called the Silence. We do not know who or what the Silence is, but it is likely a threat to all of our safety, all the more reason to determine if returning home is possible. This world is very similar to where I came from, and many of the elements I am familiar with also exist here. Skulk is one of those elements, but unless further research proves otherwise, it does not appear to function in the same way, and is unlikely to be dangerous. I have made an alliance with 2 people, Darkfire OG and Bugkeeper Luke, and made friends with a few others. They seem trustworthy so far, and everyone's been looking out for each other. Darkfire has even offered me a part-time job as a secretary for his detective agency. My next objective is to build a house and start gathering what information I can about this world. More reports to follow. Welcome back to another episode of Symphonic SMP. As you can see, we have an outline of what is going to become the starter base with just the tough blocks. And we have a little bit of copper aging, but we're going to need a lot more copper since it is a semi-steampunk build. It's not like hardcore steampunk though. I've never done like full-on steampunk. I'm just kind of coming up with my own aesthetic at this point because nothing fit what I wanted to do. That aside, the next thing that I need to do is gather a whole bunch of blocks so we can actually get started.
Oh my gosh, this waiting room music is amazing. Oh, I changed the tone. Hello. Hey guys.
Hello.
You are not the detective.
No, I'm his assistant. Welcome to Stalin Stakeouts.
He hired some part-time
Yeah.
people?
Yeah, he can't exactly sit up there and sit down here at the same time. And I needed a job, so here we are.
Oh man.
How can I help you?
Are you guys hiring? Or
Ask him.
You took
I
the
don't
last
know.
spot?
I don't know.
Okay. So, well, okay. My issue is of very important secrecy. So I don't know if I can, like, tell you. But I've been here before. Do I need an appointment? How do I get an appointment?
I don't know. He didn't tell me how this works. I think you can just go upstairs.
Okay. Do you want to lead me upstairs or no?
Hang on. Yeah, I'll take you up.
Okay. Oh, not the waiting room again.
Sparma is here to see you.
Okay, we can let her in.
Go ahead.
Oh, okay, you be. Hey, I tipped you 100%.
Oh, thank you. Was he able to help you
Yeah.
out?
No,
Not yet, I assume then?
no, I've been told you're like a little bit of an alchemist, or no?
Yeah, I dabble.
Have you ever lost your disc before?
I have not.
Well, as an alchemist, do you have any idea how I could cure this? Like, I'm really dizzy, I'm feeling off, I've got this, like, sense of doom following me everywhere, it's like, feeling kind of paranoid.
Well, this isn't something I've had to deal with before, but I could definitely do some research into it for you. And
Yes,
see what I can
please.
come up with. If you're
Yes,
okay with
yeah.
drinking experimental potions.
Yes!
I have to get my laboratory up and running, so I'll try to get that done
I'm
as
also
quickly as
working on a
possible.
laboratory. Well, okay, if I made like a laboratory drink making station very quickly, you could come and source over at my place?
That could work.
Yeah, I hope I get home without passing out. Thanks, guys.
Quick side note, the area behind me is going to have to be flattened out for my overarching plan for this season, and it is currently absolutely covered in leaf litter, so I'm running a small challenge that I'm calling the Litterbug Challenge, and my friend Lightningbug something something something, don't remember the numbers at the end of her name, but I will tag her in the video description, has asked to come over so that I can explain it to her. This is a really stupid idea.
Okay,
Here.
not crashing so far. Good sign. Magic, yes! This is exactly what I need. Now it'll work for sure.
Yes, we've figured it out.
Yes. Before that whole thing happened, I'm talking about leaf litter.
Yep.
The litter bug challenge.
The Litterbug
Okay.
Challenge. So, ta-da! Basically, currently there are 8 sets of chests set up. Anyone who wants to enter will enter their name on one of the signs on one of the stacks of chests, and then basically all you do is just collect as much leaf litter as you can, and the person who collects the most leaf litter gets to pick out of 3 prize bundles that I'm currently putting together, and the second person gets to pick out of 2, and the third person gets the last one by default, but they're all pretty cool. But I've laid out a border around the area, and it starts roughly tomorrow. Tomorrow, and then ends, like, the last day would then be next Friday. Yeah, that's the Litterbug Challenge.
Wow, well thank you for taking the time to explain it to me. It took
You're
a lot
welcome,
longer
anytime.
Oh yeah, nice to meet you. Who are you again?
Whimsy.
Who are you?
Whimsy. Wow, your memory loss is really bad. That's a new symptom.
Oh right, memory loss. I gotta remember that somehow.
Yeah, I don't know how you're gonna do that. Have you tried writing things down?
What did I need again?
A book and quill to write
Oh
things
yes,
down,
a book.
so you don't forget.
Oh, look at my cat. Felix is such a cutie patootie.
That's a fox.
No, it isn't. It's a cat.
Are you sure?
Am I sure about what, stranger?
Hello, what's up?
Hey, are you still...
Are you interested in buying a compass?
No, I think you gave me one a while ago, but you remember
Does it
how
work?
you... Yeah, I think it works. I don't know.
Did I ask you this the other night? I don't know.
I think you did. I don't know if it works. But I seem to remember you coming into my boss's office and he recommended that I help you out with your disc
Oh,
illness thing.
Yes, I'm still feeling not great. I've been
Okay.
doing some research though, so.
So do you want to show me what you got and then I will see what I can
Oh,
figure
yeah.
out? All right.
This way, please.
Okay.
Just before you go beyond this point, if you could read this book and just verbally agree.
Okay. I verbally agree that everything that happens beyond this point is 100% consensual by me. I'm fine with that.
Be sure to read the fine print because you know how it is.
Yeah, I get
Okay, and
it.
this is the decontamination station, so we're gonna go in together, and you can decontaminate.
Ooh, it's like a sauna.
Uh-huh. New and improved.
Very nice.
And just no flash photography or video recording beyond this point, please.
I don't even own a camera.
Some people, I think your boss, he's
a detective.
been up
It's
to
his
no
job.
good. Yeah. But it's all legal and above board, so I don't know what he could possibly be doing. This
I
is
don't
the area I've
Potion
carved out
station?
for you.
Got it. Got it. Okay.
Everything you could possibly need.
Okay, so my guess is that despite the disc's apparently magical nature, there may be a physiological component to their functionality. So
That is my theory as well.
yeah, I've done some research and I think a possible solution could be a potion of regeneration. It would be a temporary solution at best. I'm looking into something else that may be a more long-term solution.
Look, the last time I tried out a magical miracle cure, I actually had a withdrawal for a couple days afterwards. It was not enjoyable.
I don't think I would necessarily even call this a miracle cure. This is more like science.
Oh, I
It's
do like science over some of the other cures that I've received.
Yeah, it's gonna have short-term effects, but it should help. Assuming
Okay, so
my
it's like
theory is correct.
take dose until I get disc back, or that's what it sounds like.
Yeah, hopefully.
Just kind of a hold you over until I find my disc, or
Either that or until I figure out a more long-term solution. Give that a shot, see if it
Okay.
makes you feel better.
okay.
It'll take a couple minutes to actually kick in though, I would assume. You feeling anything?
So maybe I feel better.
Well, try sitting down and standing up, because you said you get dizzy when you stand up. But you've been
Oh,
standing
sure,
this
yeah.
whole time, so see if you're less dizzy.
Yeah, I'll just sit on the staircase here.
Yep.
Well, maybe
Less dizzy?
I really can't tell.
You really can't tell? Okay. My possible alternative solution is I've discovered in the deep darks there's these things called echo shards, and I'm wondering if it's possible to infuse the essence of
Oh,
a disc into the echo
Yeah,
shard.
you think it could like
And
echo the
It could
energy
echo
that the
the
disc
energy of the disc.
radiates.
It could echo the disc just enough that you're not feeling sick, so you can be
Yeah.
more functional until you can get it back.
Yeah.
Hopefully. But
So
I have,
how would I echo the disc though? Because I don't have
that
the
is
disc
something
for-
I'm going to have to do because it requires special equipment that only I know how to build, because it's very similar to a process that we did in my world for power conversion, but it's more of
Okay.
an infusion process, and I have to get my lab finished set up.
power conversion, like nuclear fission, or that's something that was in my world.
Imagine nuclear fission, but it's sound.
Okay.
In my world, we were able to convert sound into straight up raw energy. using a combination of very specific harmonics and alchemy. It's done. I set up this challenge, I announced it, and within like 5 hours later, tops, 5 hours, it's done. The whole thing. It's all gone. Like, let me show you how much leaf litter this is. This is insane. Okay, these are just like the smaller amounts of competitors. Lightning and Queen did these. There's Breezy's second stack of chests, all full with extra on the ground. There's Vec with a little bit in that chest, and then all full. That makes 6, 9, like 12, like including stuff I already collected. 12 double chests of full stacks of leaf litter. It's been a long day, and I still can't stop thinking about everything Sparmont said. So you said you don't... Do you not remember where you're from?
Not really. It's kind of like, I don't know how to explain memory loss very well, but it's kind of like,
No, you don't
I
have to.
remember, I know I was on the ship,
Yeah?
a spaceship in space, you know?
Mhm.
You know? I've had to explain space a couple of times.
Yeah, you're gonna have to explain space again. We didn't really have, like, intergalactic travel at all on my planet. We barely
Yeah,
had, like,
so,
flight.
at least in the case on my planet, you know, many laws could be different. I think I was wormholed, which means the laws of physics entirely could be changed, and that, you know, leaves me in an unfortunate position. But it's like you were on a floating ball with a magical force field around it, and the force field protected you from all of the void blackness outside of the floating ball. And all of this is very, very big and very hard to comprehend. But you can leave the floating ball and go up into the sky, and that's what the stars are. The stars are other floating balls in space.
So like how the moon is always above us.
Yes, you could go visit the moon, theoretically, if you had the resources and the knowledge to do so. I'm not really sure why I was up there, because I don't really remember. I know a lot of
So you have impressions
information?
of what, but not why.
Yes, I know a lot of information from my world. Like, I know about all this scientific stuff. I'm sure I was some kind of, I don't know, I must have been some kind of knowledgeable in certain areas because I know all of this information. And, you know, I was talking to this other guy the other day. He doesn't really have a name. I don't really know what to call him, but he, like, I remembered that I had this tradition where you could toss copper into a fountain and make a wish, you know? So, like, I know these facts inherently, but I don't remember, I don't have any memories.
You don't remember learning them.
Yeah, or any memories that prove that it's not just something I made up, you know?
Yeah. That makes sense. I have a similar issue. Like, my group still thinks that I remember everything. I don't. I have this huge gaping blank space in my mind, and I know all this knowledge from my planet, and I remember a lot of my past, but I don't know, I think up to, there's just this gap, this one event that happened, and then everything after that I don't remember.
I know on my planet it was pretty common for people to forget memories because of trauma anyways, not
So
specifically
like something horrible happened
physical
and you block
trauma.
it out.
Yeah. So it could be either or for you.
That's a concerning thought. No, but I do have one
Yeah,
question
just-
for you related to space.
Oh, sure.
What color was the moon in your world?
The moon in my world was white. Just depend on the type of rock it was made up of.
Okay. Because the moon in my world was not. The moon in my world was like multiple colors.
Well, it could have been made up of different types of rocks. It might have been big enough that it had weather on it, and weather, you know, weather kind of affects.
You can see weather from space?
Sometimes, yeah.
Sometimes, if it's big
It depends
enough?
it depends on how close you are, and if the object is big enough and has the specific type of resources needed to produce weather.
Interesting. So the question is, Lumora, are they the keeper of the discs or the creator of the discs?
I wonder. My theory.
That would affect how much power they would have.
I don't have. I mean, Lumora's just in there, in a just in the tree.
In the shell.
They haven't moved at all. I don't know. Like, I haven't. Have you felt any? The only power radiating from anywhere I felt is from the discs.
I felt
not from
something strange when I picked mine up, like a sort of sense of.
Like it belonged to you?
Yeah. Like as long as I had it.
But you've never seen that thing before.
No, never. Not that I can remember, which actually is a valid point to make. But no, I've never seen it before. I picked it up and it felt like, I don't know, it didn't feel like I was gonna die anymore.
Oh.
She could be right about the amnesia. I really hope she's not, because if it's something terrible I'm blocking out, I think I'd rather not remember, but I almost have to know. I miss home. It's not so bad here, but there's a lot I left behind.